Welcome to Smart Education Unlimited. To know why? How do satellites, spaceships, stations stay in orbit? Satellites, spaceships, and space stations stay in orbit around celestial bodies, such as the Earth, by carefully balancing their forward velocity and the gravitational pull of the body they are orbiting. This balance is achieved through the principle of orbital mechanics. When an object is launched into space, it is given an initial velocity that is high enough to overcome the force of gravity. This velocity is called the orbital velocity. Once in orbit, the object experiences a continuous state of free fall, where the gravitational force pulling it towards the celestial body is balanced by its forward motion. The shape of an orbit depends on the initial velocity and the altitude of the object. There are two common types of orbits, circular and elliptical. In a circular orbit, the object moves in a path that is a perfect circle around the celestial body. In an elliptical orbit, the object moves in an elliptical path, with the celestial body located at one of the foci of the ellipse. To maintain their orbits, satellites, spaceships, and space stations need to constantly adjust their velocity. This is done through small engine firings called orbital maneuvers or thruster burns. By firing thrusters in a specific direction, they can either increase or decrease their velocity, which affects their orbit. For example, to raise the altitude of an orbit, the object fires its thrusters in the direction opposite to its current motion. This increases its speed and moves it to a higher orbit. Conversely, to lower the altitude, the thrusters are fired in the direction of motion, reducing the speed and causing the object to descend to a lower orbit. To maintain a specific orbit, periodic adjustments are necessary because factors like atmospheric drag and gravitational interactions with other objects can cause a satellite or spacecraft to drift from its intended path. Ground-based control centers monitor the orbits and calculate the necessary maneuvers to keep the objects on track. In summary, satellites, spaceships, and space stations stay in orbit by achieving a delicate balance between their forward velocity and the gravitational force acting upon them. Regular adjustments in velocity are made using thruster burns to maintain the desired orbit. To know why? Please share, subscribe, and press bell icon to know why. Thank you.